Now, the destruction across big swaths of the mountain did leave a lasting imprint, certainly unforgettable images.
WBIR 10 News reporter Michael Crow shows us how the man behind some of the most seen pictures is trying to find a silver lining.
Bruce McCamish often feels drawn to Sevier County. Drawn by his camera and drawn by a mission.
To shoot it and to see the process and all the good things that are happening, it really does help cleanse those bad thoughts and memories from that night.
Bad memories that a year later still haven't faded. As wildfire ran down the mountains into Gatlinburg, Bruce watched through his viewfinder.
I felt like it was surreal. It wasn't a real thing that was going on.
And in the weeks after, he witnessed the people helping, the lost pets, and the families in pain. When the smoke cleared, he kept coming back to the mountains.
It's really encouraging to see it. It's encouraging to see Mother Nature and how she's recovering in places.
He captured Sevier County at its darkest hour, which is why now he wants to focus on the light.
And this is hope personified.
In all of his photography since the fires, he aims to show the positives. Homes emerging from the rubble, churches rising from burnt foundations.
It puts you back into a sense of normalcy. Just like the building coming out of the ground, it does the same thing for the soul.
But even with a silver lining, the cloud of smoke never feels far away.
This is one of the first images I took.
As the fires swept through town, McCamish climbed a nearby fire tower. He had a panoramic view of the fire's spread.
And this is Pigeon Forge here, and this is getting on up into the spur. And you can see the intensity of the flames.
Wind battered the tower, but the images shook him more.
I was literally crying when I shot this shot.
But he says sharing what happened is important.
By documenting from the moment they burn to the moment the final nail is put in and the keys are given back to those people, that's a beautiful story to me. I wanted everything to be real so people could identify with the image, so they could feel something when they saw it. I'm very blessed to be able to tell a story through my lens. I really am.
It's calmer now. But returning to Bluff Mountain and climbing back into that fire tower, the view is familiar.
Every time. It never gets old.
And as the shadows get longer, that night feels closer.
And then you had the fire here. That group of cabins was on fire. And then you had the spur that was lit up, but then it was smoky.
But that's the beauty of the lens. It lets him interpret the world how he wants it to be.
Wouldn't know anything's different. You can't see the scars, you can't see anything. The shadows are just as beautiful as they were. The air's quiet. I mean, look at this. To have that happen. There's no words.
Which is why he wants his images to make people think about what's next, not what happened before.
Even though this was a catastrophic, horrific event, it's still just part of our story. And with every tragedy comes beautiful stories of humanity helping each other.
And that's the story he and his camera were called to tell. In Sevier County, I'm Michael Crow.
It's very peaceful again. It really is.
10 News.